Some trucks didn't just arrive early. They arrived from the future, built with technology the world wasn't ready for. Advanced engines, cutting-edge designs, and innovation that confused buyers, shocked engineers, and changed trucking forever. These machines weren't ahead of their time. They were decades ahead. Get ready for the 10 trucks that were too advanced for their time. The groundbreaking giants that the world simply couldn't keep up with. Number 1. MAN 19.280 F8, 1967. When the MAN 19.280 F8 was unveiled in 1967, it immediately set itself apart as one of the most sophisticated trucks Europe had ever seen. At a time when trucking was still a battle between endurance and simplicity, MAN dared to introduce something bold, a machine that combined uncompromising strength with technical refinement. The F8 wasn't merely an update to MAN's earlier models, it was a statement that the future of heavy transport belonged to precision engineering. The F8 introduced a V8 diesel engine that produced around 280 horsepower, an extraordinary figure for the 1960s. Most trucks of that time struggled to reach 200 HP, and few offered such balanced power and reliability. This advanced V8 utilized direct injection technology, allowing efficient combustion, better torque distribution, and superior fuel economy compared to its contemporaries. The truck's ZF16-speed gearbox and split differential system gave it unmatched flexibility across different terrains, from autobahns to mountain passes. But what truly made the MAN F8 ahead of its time was its driver-centric design. The cab was mounted on rubber bushings to reduce vibration, a revolutionary comfort feature in an era when drivers were used to being shaken from dawn till dusk. The suspension system, steering precision, and noise insulation levels were engineered with such care that long-haul drivers could finally experience fatigue-free driving. Visually, the F8 represented the transition from classic rounded designs to modern industrial geometry, clean, squared lines with aerodynamic balance. Its robust modular design meant easier maintenance and replacement of parts, foreshadowing the modern service-friendly truck philosophy. Even today, vintage truck collectors regard the F8 as a masterpiece of 1960s German engineering. It blended brute power with intelligence, a truck that looked and performed decades ahead of its time. In many ways, it was the machine that marked MAN's rise from a regional manufacturer to one of Europe's most respected truck makers. Number 2. DAF 2600, 1962. When DAF introduced the 2600 series in 1962, it completely changed how Europe thought about trucks. Until then, most haulers were designed with one thing in mind: moving cargo. Driver comfort, aerodynamics, or long-haul convenience weren't priorities. But the DAF 2600 changed that forever. It became known as the mother of the modern truck. The DAF 2600 wasn't just another workhorse. It was the first true long-distance truck built with the driver's needs at the center of its design. Its spacious sleeper cab was revolutionary, a first for European trucking. The interior was large enough for 2 beds, storage compartments, and even personal space for long-haul journeys. This feature turned driving from a hard labor job into a professional occupation. The cab design was also groundbreaking. It featured a flat floor, improving driver mobility inside, and a tilting mechanism, making engine access much easier, something unheard of in the early 1960s. The cab's boxy shape wasn't just aesthetic, it was a deliberate aerodynamic experiment that reduced drag and improved fuel efficiency slightly, foreshadowing the aerodynamic principles of later decades. Under the hood, the DAF 2600 was powered by Leyland 11.1-liter diesel engines, producing up to 20 horsepower, paired with power-assisted steering and a smooth manual gearbox. These features provided excellent drivability and reliability across long European routes, whether crossing the Alps or navigating Dutch motorways. But perhaps the most remarkable thing about the DAF 2600 was its philosophy. It redefined what a truck should be, not just a machine for freight, but a second home for the driver. Its focus on ergonomics, visibility, and comfort inspired generations of trucks from brands like Volvo, Scania, and Mercedes. By the late 1960s, the DAF 2600 had become a legend across Europe, recognized for its futuristic design and reliability. It wasn't just advanced for its time, it invented the modern trucking lifestyle, setting standards still followed more than half a century later. Number 3. Scamel Crusader, 1968. The Scamel Crusader, introduced in 1968, was Britain's answer to the growing demands of international heavy transport, and it was far ahead of what anyone expected from that era. It combined military engineering precision with commercial innovation, creating a truck that was both futuristic and nearly indestructible. The Crusader was born during a period when Scamel Trucks, a company known for its military and heavy-haul vehicles, sought to modernize its image. The result was a truck that borrowed lessons from defense engineering, lightweight materials, modular design, and rugged reliability. The Crusader featured fiberglass front panels and steel-reinforced chassis, reducing overall weight without compromising durability, a combination almost unheard of in the 1960s. Power came from the Rolls-Royce Eagle diesel engine, which delivered between 265 and 320 horsepower, massive performance numbers at the time. The Crusader also utilized a fuller 13-speed gearbox, giving drivers smoother control and versatility across various terrains. This was complemented by dual-circuit air brakes and air suspension, providing levels of safety and comfort well beyond other British or European trucks of the decade. Inside, the Crusader's cab was designed for both function and comfort. It featured excellent visibility, a spacious cabin layout, and noise reduction insulation. The cab could also tilt forward, providing easy access for maintenance, a design still considered innovative back then. Aesthetically, it looked like something from the future. With its commanding grille, sharp edges, and high stance, the Crusader looked as powerful as it performed. It quickly became popular among long-haul operators and military contractors who appreciated its strength and reliability. However, the Crusader's sophistication also made it expensive, limiting widespread adoption. Yet, those who drove it never forgot it. It was Britain's most advanced truck of the 1960s, an engineering marvel that showcased what was possible when innovation took priority over cost. Even today, restored Crusaders stand as icons of British industrial ingenuity, proof that the future once rolled proudly on 6 wheels wearing a Scamel badge. Number 4. Volvo F88, 1965. The Volvo F88, launched in 1965, wasn't just a truck, it was a revolution in the way trucks were designed, built, and perceived. While many competitors focused on sheer horsepower, Volvo focused on something almost unheard of at the time: safety, ergonomics, and reliability. The result was a machine that became one of the most influential trucks in European history. The F88 was powered by a TD100 diesel engine, producing up to 260 horsepower, giving it the strength to haul across long distances with ease. But beyond its performance, the F88's engineering integrity was what made it stand out. Volvo introduced a reinforced cab structure that included crash protection zones, an industry first. The cab was designed to protect the driver in case of an accident, featuring a collapsible steering column and impact-resistant framework. Maintenance was made easier through its tilting cab, a feature Volvo perfected, allowing mechanics to access the engine in seconds. The ZF gearbox was fully synchronized, reducing driver fatigue during long journeys and setting a new benchmark for mechanical smoothness. Inside, the F88 redefined the trucking experience. Volvo engineers prioritized driver comfort with air-suspended seats, climate control, and noise insulation that made long drives less exhausting. The sleeper berth was practical and spacious, transforming the cab into a mobile home, something that became essential for modern long-haul drivers. In terms of design, the F88's boxy yet balanced cab became an instant classic. It was functional, aerodynamic for its time, and robust enough to survive decades of service. The truck became a favorite across Europe, Australia, and even parts of Asia for its ability to run tirelessly under the harshest conditions. But its true legacy lay in its vision. Volvo proved that safety and comfort could coexist with strength and performance. The F88 set new industry standards that continue to influence truck design today. It was more than just a transport vehicle, it was the blueprint for the modern truck, a perfect blend of innovation, safety, and Scandinavian engineering brilliance. Number 5. Renault R340 Turbo, 1980. When the Renault R340 Turbo hit the roads in 1980, it signaled a new era for French trucking, one defined by technology, aerodynamics, and driver comfort. Renault trucks had always been known for durability, but with the R340, they pushed innovation further than anyone expected. This truck wasn't just built for transport, it was built to redefine what a modern highway hauler could be. Under its aerodynamic cab, the R340 housed a 12-liter turbocharged diesel engine, producing a commanding 340 horsepower, an extraordinary figure for European trucks of the early 80s. But it wasn't just about raw power. Renault integrated electronic fuel management systems, one of the first in Europe to do so, optimizing fuel delivery for better efficiency and cleaner combustion. This early use of electronic control was decades ahead of most competitors still relying on mechanical injection. The design was another leap forward. The cab's aerodynamic profile was shaped using wind tunnel testing, a rare and expensive process at the time. Its sloped front, rounded corners, and smooth roofline gave it significantly lower drag, improving both performance and fuel economy. The fully tilting cab made engine maintenance fast and efficient, while the modular build allowed for easier replacement of components. Inside, the R340 felt like a cockpit from the future. It featured digital instrumentation, air suspension seats, climate control, and improved insulation, features that most European haulers wouldn't see for another decade. Renault even integrated advanced soundproofing materials, drastically reducing cabin noise and fatigue. The R340 Turbo didn't just impress drivers, it influenced the design of the entire Renault Magnum series that followed. It proved that long-haul trucking could be both comfortable and technologically advanced. Unfortunately, many transport companies of that era were slow to adopt it due to its high cost and complexity. But in hindsight, the R340 stands as a bold leap forward, a truck that introduced the future of European trucking long before the industry was ready to follow. Number 6. Mercedes-Benz NG1632, 1973. The Mercedes-Benz NG1632, introduced in 1973, wasn't just a truck, it was an engineering philosophy on wheels. The NG stood for Neue Generation, or New Generation, and the name couldn't have been more accurate. This truck was the product of years of research, representing a complete overhaul of Mercedes' heavy-duty design approach. The NG1632 was powered by a 10.8-liter V10 diesel engine producing 320 horsepower, a stunning achievement at a time when most competitors were still struggling to cross the 250 HP threshold. But more than power, the NG was about refinement and modularity. Mercedes introduced a chassis system that could be configured for multiple uses: long-haul, construction, tanker, or heavy-haul applications, a design philosophy still central to truck production today. Its cab design was decades ahead. It featured air suspension, tilting access, and insulated steel construction, giving the driver both comfort and safety. Inside, the NG1632 boasted ergonomic controls, adjustable steering, climate ventilation, and an early focus on noise reduction, all of which made long-distance driving less punishing. The dashboard layout was logically arranged and designed for quick, intuitive operation, an example of human-centered engineering that was rare in the early 70s. Mercedes engineers also experimented with computer-aided design (CAD) during the NG program, one of the earliest uses of digital modeling in commercial truck development. The aerodynamic cab profile, although subtle, reduced fuel consumption and set a new benchmark for efficiency. Safety was another key area. The NG1632 featured reinforced frame members, disc brake testing, and advanced suspension systems that later influenced the Mercedes SK and Actros models. Its reliability was legendary, earning it the reputation of being built to last longer than roads themselves. The NG1632 was a rolling laboratory of innovation, powerful, safe, and unbelievably forward-thinking. It proved that trucks could be both machines of strength and sophistication, marking Mercedes-Benz as a leader not just in luxury cars, but also in technological mastery of heavy-duty transport. Number 7. Isuzu SM300, 1974. While Western Europe was obsessed with horsepower and design, Finland's Sisu Auto took a completely different approach, engineering trucks that could survive where others failed. The Sisu SM300, introduced in 1974, was one of the most advanced and resilient trucks ever built for Arctic conditions. Designed to perform in sub-zero temperatures, deep snow, and rugged terrain, it combined military-level toughness with innovative technology that was far ahead of its time. The SM300 was built around the philosophy of dependability in extremes. It was powered by a massive diesel engine tuned for torque rather than speed, capable of hauling loads through frozen landscapes without strain. What made it truly special, however, were its technological advancements. It offered a fully automatic transmission, something almost no European truck had in the 1970s. This gave drivers smoother control in icy environments where manual shifting could be dangerous. Its independent suspension system and hydraulic-assisted steering made it surprisingly agile for a vehicle of its size. Sisu also implemented insulated cab construction, triple-sealed wiring harnesses, and heated fuel lines, ensuring reliable starts even in 40°C conditions. The cab itself was designed for both comfort and survival. It had a powerful integrated heating system, soundproofing, and an innovative anti-fog ventilation system to maintain visibility in blizzards. Every part of the SM300 was designed with precision and practicality, down to its modular components that could be replaced quickly in the field. Even though it never achieved international fame like Mercedes or Volvo, the Sisu SM300 was decades ahead of its peers in environmental adaptability. It represented a level of specialized engineering that many global manufacturers wouldn't master until the late 1990s. For truck historians, the SM300 remains a quiet legend, a machine that showcased how brilliance doesn't always come from big brands. It was a symbol of Scandinavian innovation, blending strength, comfort, and resilience into one of the most technically advanced Arctic trucks ever made. Number 8. Iveco Turbostar 9042 1984. The Iveco Turbostar 9042, launched in 1984, was a truck that perfectly represented Italy's blend of style, performance, and innovation. In an era dominated by German and Scandinavian precision, Iveco brought flair and futuristic engineering that stunned the European trucking scene. The Turbostar wasn't just fast, it was revolutionary. Powered by a 13.8-liter turbocharged diesel engine producing 420 horsepower, the 190-42 was among the most powerful trucks on the continent. Its advanced turbo intercooling system gave it unmatched acceleration and efficiency, turning it into a highway legend. Iveco engineers developed electronic fuel management to automatically adjust injection timing based on load and terrain, a feature that wouldn't become common until well into the 90s. But where the Turbostar truly shined was in its design and comfort. The aerodynamic cab was sleek and curved, wind tunnel tested to minimize drag. The interior resembled an aircraft cockpit, equipped with digital gauges, climate control, air suspension, and luxurious materials that gave drivers the feeling of operating something far beyond an ordinary truck. The truck's ride quality was exceptional due to its air-sprung chassis and balanced weight distribution. Iveco even introduced noise-dampening insulation to reduce cabin fatigue, and its sleeper compartments were among the most comfortable of the decade. Technologically, the Turbostar was a leap into the future. It featured onboard diagnostics, electronic throttle response, and even an early cruise control system. At a time when most trucks still relied on raw mechanical setups, the Turbostar was whispering the language of the computer age. The 1942 quickly became a favorite among long-haul drivers and fleet owners who valued both speed and refinement. It proved that Italy could compete with Germany and Sweden not by copying their formula, but by reinventing it, with innovation, elegance, and emotion. The Iveco Turbostar remains one of the most iconic European trucks of the 1980s, and even today, its roar is remembered as the sound of progress. Number 9. Kenworth W900 Aerodyne 1976. Few trucks symbolize freedom and innovation like the Kenworth W900 Aerodyne, introduced in 1976. It was more than a truck. It was a cultural revolution on wheels. Built for America's long highways, the Aerodyne transformed truck driving from a rough profession into a lifestyle, all while packing technology that was far ahead of its time. The W900 Aerodyne was the first production truck to feature a raised-roof sleeper cab with twin skylight windows, an iconic design instantly recognizable to any trucking fan. This innovative roof provided more space, ventilation, and natural light, making the cab feel open and comfortable, a far cry from the cramped interiors of most trucks at the time. Under the hood, it came equipped with the Cummins NTC big cam engines, capable of producing up to 400 horsepower, with advanced variable timing technology for better efficiency. The truck also featured power steering, air suspension, and dual air systems, all designed to make long hauls smoother and safer. Inside, Kenworth went above and beyond. The interior was luxurious for its time. Wood grain panels, plush upholstery, and climate control systems turned the cab into a small apartment on wheels. The sleeper unit came with ample storage, lighting, and insulation, making the Aerodyne a home away from home for American truckers. But perhaps the greatest innovation was Kenworth's understanding of driver psychology. The Aerodyne wasn't just built for function, it was built for pride. It gave drivers an identity, a sense of status on the road. Its aerodynamic enhancements also marked the beginning of a shift toward fuel-efficient design in the American trucking industry. The W900 Aerodyne became a cultural icon featured in movies, posters, and songs, and remains one of the most beloved trucks ever made. Technically brilliant and emotionally inspiring, it was truly a machine decades ahead of its time. Number 10. Mack Superliner, 1977. When the Mack Superliner debuted in 1977, it instantly became a legend. Built in the United States during the golden age of trucking, the Superliner wasn't just another rig, it was a mechanical masterpiece that combined brute strength, comfort, and cutting-edge engineering. Even by modern standards, it's hard to believe how advanced this truck was when it first appeared. The Superliner featured Mack's E9 V8 turbocharged diesel engine, delivering up to 440 horsepower, a massive figure that rivaled locomotives of its time. This engine introduced turbo intercooling technology and optimized combustion control, improving both fuel economy and pulling power. Mack engineers also integrated air suspension, aluminum alloy chassis components, and a fully modular electrical system, all revolutionary features for the late 1970s. The truck's design was a perfect blend of aggression and elegance. Its massive grille, aerodynamic hood, and polished chrome made it an instant favorite among drivers who wanted a truck that looked as powerful as it performed. The integrated sleeper cab was spacious, with premium materials, full climate control, and ergonomic seating, proving that Mack understood comfort was as important as horsepower. In addition to luxury, the Superliner was built for endurance. Its frame was designed to handle extreme loads with minimal flexing, while the synchronized transmission system ensured smooth shifts under heavy torque. Maintenance was made easy through its modular layout, an approach that predicted how modern trucks would later be built. The Superliner became a symbol of American strength, especially among long-haul operators. It dominated both highways and heavy industries, from logging roads to construction fleets. Its mix of luxury, performance, and durability made it one of the most admired trucks ever built. Even today, decades later, the Mack Superliner stands as a symbol of innovation and pride, a reminder that true engineering genius doesn't age. It was a truck born ahead of its time and built to last beyond it. Some trucks were so advanced, the world struggled to understand them. But today, we call them engineering legends. Which futuristic truck do you think was the most misunderstood? Drop your pick in the comments. If you love revolutionary machines, forgotten engineering, and trucks that arrived before their era, smash like, subscribe, and turn on notifications, because we're just getting started. Thanks for watching. And remember, the future doesn't wait. It rolls in on wheels.